Good morning students. Welcome to Sri Vidya Tutorials. So today we are going to discuss about chemical bonding. Okay. So here actually basic thing chemical bond means the force of attraction that holds two atoms or two oppositely charged ions in a molecule is called as chemical bond. Okay. So for example to take here to take NaCl molecule. So this contains what here Na plus ion and Cl minus ion. So these two ions are so hold by a force of attraction. So attraction, such attraction is called simply chemical bond. Okay. So mainly in this chapter we have different theories to explain the how bond formation takes place and the shape and stability and angles of the molecules. Okay. So theories are mainly, so first one is Cossel-Lewis theory. Okay. So second one is VBT. So VBT means valency bond theory. Okay. So next one Vesper theory. VSPR theory. Okay. So Vesper theory means valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. Okay. So then hybridization concept also there. Okay. Hybridization. Then MOT. So MOT means molecular orbital theory. Mainly in this chapter we can discuss about these theories, these concepts. Mainly this chapter contains these concepts. Okay. So what is first one? Cossel-Lewis theory. Second one valency bond theory. Simply we can say VBT. Then Vesper theory. So VSEPR theory. We can also say what? VSEPR theory. So, what is the full form? V means valency, S means shell, E means electron, P means pair theory. Okay. So, repulsion theory. The next one is what? Hybridization concept. Then MOT. MOT means M means molecular, O means orbital, T means theory. Okay. So among them which one is first one here? Cossel-Lewis theory. Mainly this according to this theory main concept here generate from this theory to know that. So in chemistry every atom tries to get 8 electrons in its valency shell or outermost shell by gaining electrons or by losing electrons or by sharing of electrons. So such rule is called as octet rule. Main concept actually many points are there but important one is in this what octet rule. So octet rule means what every atom or element tries to get what 8 electrons in their or in its outermost shell or valency shell. So this means octet electronic configuration means what? The element which contains 8 electrons in its outermost shell called octet electronic configuration. Generally in periodic table we have what? Many 17 elements. So every atom tries to except noble gases or inert gases, isn't it? So generally noble gases contains 8 electrons in their outermost shell. Okay. So except inert gas elements, remaining group elements. So what tries to get 8 electrons in their outermost shell. Such rule is called as what? Octet rule. Okay. So generally every atom tries to get 8 electrons in its outermost shell by losing electrons or by gaining electrons or by sharing electrons, isn't it? So based on that, so according to this theory here, these are divided to two bonds. Okay. So first one is according to which theory? Cossel-Lewis. Actually we have different types of chemical bonds are there. So, but according to this theory, so based on which concept here? By transferring, simply losing or gaining of electrons is called transferring of electrons between two atoms. Okay. So, this is a ionic bond based on that concept. Here, chemical bonds are mainly two types. Okay. So, what are they? First one is ionic bond, second one is covalent bond. Okay. So, ionic bond generally, so when it takes place, so transfer of electrons between two atoms. This is not definition of ionic bond actually. So, when it takes place, ionic bond formation takes place between two atoms by transfer. So, according to Cosen-Lewis theory, mainly here chemical bonds are two types. Okay, ma. So, one is ionic bond, next covalent bond. Generally, when ionic bond formation takes place between two atoms, so when transfer of electrons takes place between atoms, then ionic bond formation takes place. Okay. So next covalent bond. So covalent bond, so when it forms generally sharing of electron pair. Okay. So when electron pair shared by two atoms in a molecule, then covalent bond formation can take place. Okay. So this is main concept of Cosen-Lewis theory. Why do atoms participate in chemical bond actually? So for getting 8 electrons to acquire what? Stability. Okay. For that only here. So what atoms mainly participates in chemical bond formation. Okay. So this is about Cosen-Lewis theory basically. So then to discuss about what is ionic bond, and so generally favorable conditions or factors of ionic bond we can discuss. Okay. Okay, so first one is ionic bond. So generally ionic bond means the strong electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, strong electrostatic force of attraction present between two oppositely charged ions in a molecule is called as ionic bond. So oppositely charged ions means what generally? So we have what? Cation and anion. Simply cation means what? The species with positive charge we can consider as a cation. Okay. So the atom or the species with a negative charge is considered as a what? Anion. Generally when cation formation takes place, when neutral atom loses electrons, then it forms cation. These are basics now. So then when atom gains, neutral element or atom gains electrons, it forms what? Anion. Means by gaining of electron, neutral element forms anion. By losing of electron, neutral atom can form cation. So means generally ionic bond formed between cation and anion. Means these ions, oppositely charged ions, are held by a strong electrostatic force of attraction. So such strong electrostatic force of attraction is called ionic bond. Okay, Amma. So generally this ionic bond in the periodic table we have what? Three types of elements: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay. So generally, so basic point here, this ionic bond forms between metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. Okay. So generally in the periodic table, S block elements are metals, isn't it? Totally S block elements are metals. P block contains non-metals, all non-metals, metalloids. Okay, pure metals. So here ionic bond generally formed between what here? Metals and non-metals. That is the basic concept. For example, to take here, NaCl or next KCl, okay, MgCl2, okay, so then CaO, calcium oxide, okay, then beryllium chloride, then okay, etc. So first of all, to take this one in Na. Okay, so generally ionic bond forms between metals and non-metals. Okay, so generally in this, if we take ACl, in this K has plus charge, Cl has minus charge. Okay, so between these two oppositely, these two are bound by strong electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, this is called ionic bond. Okay, so next covalent bond. Okay, so covalent bond generally, so what, by sharing of electron pair, okay, mutually by two atoms, okay. So this is about what, a covalent bond. Generally this covalent bond formed between what, non-metals, okay. So between what here, two non-metals, okay. So and metals also, metal and non-metals also, actually basic thing is what here, covalent bond generally forms between non-metals, and it also forms what here, generally ionic bond, 100% ionic bond is not there. So such molecules also have some covalent character. Okay, generally these covalent bonds are two types: polar covalent bond, non-polar covalent bond. Okay. So generally polar covalent bond formed between heteroatomic molecules. Okay. So heteroatomic molecules means, for example, heteroatomic molecules. So heteroatomic molecules, generally this, in this molecules, what type of bond is formed? So polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. So for example, to take here PCl5, okay, comma BCl3, etc. Okay. So heteroatomic molecules means molecules contains, so here PCl5 is a molecule, okay. So it contains what, two types of atoms, isn't it? One is phosphorus, another one is chlorine, okay. So means such a type of molecules are called heteroatomic molecules. Generally hetero means what, different, okay. So then what type of bond takes place here? Polar covalent bond. Okay, BCl3. This molecule also contains what? Two types of atoms. One is boron, another one is chlorine. Okay. So this is about polar covalent bond. So next one, what? Homoatomic molecules. Homoatomic molecules. Okay, so for these, generally homoatomic molecules contains what here? Non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond. Okay, so here homo means what must say? So for example, to take here H2, O2, N2 molecules. Here H2 means what? H2, hydrogen, oxygen, O2, nitrogen, N2. So these are the examples for homoatomic molecules, isn't it? Homo means what here? This H2 contains two hydrogen atoms, means same type of atoms, isn't it? So that such molecules are called homoatomic molecules. Generally, homoatomic molecules contains non-polar covalent bond. So this is about a covalent bond. So generally, then to discuss about the Fazan's rules. So what is the main concept of Fazan's rules? According to Fazan's rules, we can say what ionic character means what type of molecules contains more ionic character, and what type of molecules contains covalent character when covalent character increases in ionic compounds. Okay, so those conditions are explained by Fazan's. Okay. So Fazan's rules are very important for MSET point of view. Okay. సో దెన్ అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్తున్నాను మీకు ఫాజన్స్ రూల్స్లో మెయిన్ అంటే అయానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో. సో అయానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ 100% అయానిక్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఉండాలని రూల్ ఏం లేదు. సో సచ్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ అంటే అయానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ కూడా మనకి కొంచెం కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది వస్తుంది. అంటే ఏ కండిషన్లో కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్కి ఫేవరబుల్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు అయానిక్ బాండ్ కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ అన్నాగా. సో అయానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ మీన్స్ వాట్? The compounds which contain ionic bond. Such compounds are called ionic compounds. Okay. So covalent compounds means what? The compounds which contain covalent bond called covalent compounds. Okay. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి మెయిన్ ఫాజన్స్ రూల్స్ అంటే 2 టైప్స్గా మనం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయొచ్చు. కాకపోతే ఇప్పుడు నేను మీకు ఏదో ఒక టైప్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్కి ఫేవరబుల్ కండిషన్ ఏంటి? సో అంటే ఎలాంటి మాలిక్యూల్స్ మనకి కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది అంటే ద మాలిక్యూల్స్ విచ్ హ్యావ్ మోర్ కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ వీ కెన్ డిస్కస్. ఓకే. సో ఫస్ట్ రూల్, స్మాల్ సైజ్ ఆఫ్ cation is favorable for what? Covalent character. Okay. So for favorable condition for what here we can discuss a covalent character. Okay. First condition is what? Small size of cation. Okay. The compound which contain small size cation. So such compound has what? More covalent character. Okay. So first of నేను రూల్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాక మీకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్తో సహా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏంటి? లార్జ్ సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ఆనియాన్. ఆపోజిట్ కదా. సో ఇది క్యాటియాన్, నెక్స్ట్ ఆనియాన్. అంటే కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్కి ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్యాటియాన్ ఫేవరబుల్ మనకి? స్మాల్ సైజ్ ఆఫ్ క్యాటియాన్ ఫేవరబుల్. నెక్స్ట్ లార్జ్ సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ఆనియాన్. ఓకే. సో థర్డ్ కండిషన్ ఈస్ more charge on the ions. Okay, favorable for covalent character. Next, fourth one is, so which one is favorable? Pseudo ion with the pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Okay. So according to these are called what? Fazan's rules. So according to Fazan's, so these are favorable for what? Covalent character, not ionic character. కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకండి. నేను ఇక్కడ చెప్పిన రూల్స్ దేనికోసం, ఏ కండిషన్లో కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది మోర్ అనేది. సో దాంట్లో మనకి ఏంటి, వీ హ్యావ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ దిస్ టాపిక్. ఓకే, సో వీ హ్యావ్ వాట్ 4. One is what, generally small size cation has actually more polarizing power, so that small size cation is favor for covalent character. The large size anion is favorable for what, covalent character. Third one is more charge on the ion is favor for covalent character. Then next one is what, ion with, especially cation with pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. So what is pseudo inert gas electronic configuration? So before going to examples, మనం ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్కి వెళ్ళే ముందు అసలు యాక్చువల్లీ ఏంటి సూడో ఇనర్ట్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఏంటి, ఇనర్ట్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఏంటి అని తెలిసి ఉండాలి. యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు తెలిసి మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలిసి ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఓకే, we have 2 types of electronic configuration amma. Inert gas electronic configuration. Okay, so inert gas electronic configuration means the elements which contains 8 electrons in their outermost shell, that is called inert gas electronic configuration. This inert gas electronic configuration also called as octet electronic configuration. Octet means how much? 8. Okay, so next one is what, next type is pseudo inert gas, pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Simply a pseudo inert gas electronic configuration means the elements, some of the elements which contains 18 electrons in their outermost shell, then also they are stable. Okay, so such electronic configuration is called pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Okay, difference అర్థమైందా? ఏంటి ఇనర్ట్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అంటే, సో ద ఎలిమెంట్స్ విచ్ కంటైన్ 8 electrons in their outermost shell called inert gas electronic configuration. Then pseudo inert gas electronic configuration means what here, the elements which contains 18 electrons in their outermost shell. How much? 18 electrons in their outermost shell. Such electronic configuration is called pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. Okay, actually ikkada enti manaki rule Fazan's cation with pseudo inert gas electronic configuration has more covalent, such compounds have more covalent nature. Okay, so means for example to discuss, okay, to take here NaCl and CuCl given. Okay, NaCl and CuCl given. So among them which one is more ionic? That is the question. Okay, so according to pseudo we can explain it. How? See here, what is the question here? Among the NaCl and CuCl, which one is more ionic? Okay, more ionic means what? Less covalent. Opposite kada. అయానిక్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది అంటే కోవలెంట్. మన క్వశ్చన్ ఎలా అని అడగొచ్చాము ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో, అంటే మామూలుగా ఏది లీస్ట్ అయానిక్, మోర్ అయానిక్ అన్నా, లీస్ట్ కోవలెంట్ ఆర్ మోర్ కోవలెంట్. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ రూల్స్ తెలిసాయి అనుకోండి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లేకుండా. సో నెక్స్ట్ మనం ఏంటి, దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని, దానికి ఆపోజిట్ కదా కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్కి ఆపోజిట్ కదా అయానిక్ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది, అంతే కదా. సో దాన్ని ఒకటి మాత్రం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, అంటే 2 గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలంటే కన్ఫ్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి. సో మీరు కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ రూల్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే దానికి ఆపోజిట్ అయానిక్ క్యారెక్టర్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు నేనేంటి ఇక్కడ 2 ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ 2 కాంపౌండ్స్ తీసుకున్నాను. So what is the question actually? Among the NaCl and CuCl, which one is more ionic అని అడిగారు. Okay, which one is more ionic? Okay, see how we can say generally here. Actually, answer is here NaCl is more ionic than CuCl. How? See here, in this NaCl, which one is cation? Na plus 1. Here you have to observe in both compounds, Cl chloride anion is common. అంటే ఆనియాన్ సేమ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం దేన్ని కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి? క్యాటయాన్ తీసుకొని ఏది అయానిక్ ఏది కోవలెంట్ అనేది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి అది అన్నట్టు. అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఇక్కడ నేను ఇచ్చిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్లో 2 కాంపౌండ్స్ ఏమి ఉన్నాయి? సేమ్ ఆనియాన్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, బోత్ హ్యావింగ్ వాట్ సేమ్ ఆనియాన్. సో ఇన్ సచ్ కేస్ we can take only cations. Okay, in these compounds, in first compound, which one is cation? Na plus 1, isn't it? So and in CuCl compound, which one is cation? Cu plus 1. Okay, based on this we can explain which one is more ionic, which one is more covalent. Okay, see here Na plus 1, already you know that I think. So atomic number of sodium is 11. Okay, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, isn't it? By losing of this electron, okay, sodium can form what Na plus 1, isn't it? Okay, so how many electrons here? Sodium Na nuclear atom contains 11 electrons. So by losing 1 electron, it forms what? Na plus 1 kada. So ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ వస్తాయి ఇక్కడ? 10 electrons. Okay, so what is electronic configuration here? See, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. In this, which one is outermost shell? Second shell is the outermost shell, isn't it? In second shell, how many electrons are present? 8 electrons. 6 plus 2 means Na plus 1 has octet electronic configuration, means inert gas electronic configuration. Okay, so you have to remember these rules. Okay, so next cation is what here? Cu. So first of all, to take copper. So what is atomic number of copper? Generally 29 here. So what is electronic configuration by using inert gas? We can write argon 4s1 3d10. Okay, I will write totally. One is 2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d10. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration of copper, isn't it? See, 29. So by losing 1 electron from this 4s orbital, okay, it can form what here? Cu plus 1. So many electrons are present here? 28. So how copper forms Cu plus 1 ion here? By losing of 1 electron from 4s orbital, it forms Cu plus 1. Okay, clear? So then, so what will be the electronic configuration here? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10. Okay, so which one is the outermost shell here? Third shell is the outermost shell, isn't it? Which one is outermost shell for Cu plus 1 ion? Third shell is the outermost shell. So how many electrons are there totally? 2 plus 6, 8 plus 10. So 18 electrons. Here 8 electrons. Na plus 1 ion has 8 electrons, but here Cu plus 1 ion has what? How many electrons, ma? In its outermost shell, 18 electrons. So means this is pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. This is inert gas electronic configuration. Actually, according to Fazan's, నేనేం చెప్పాను? So the cation with pseudo inert gas electronic configuration is more covalent. అంతేనా? సూడో ఇనర్ట్ గ్యాస్ ఉంది, మోర్ కోవలెంట్ కదా. సో అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి, విచ్ వన్ ఈస్ మోర్ అయానిక్ అన్న. అంటే సియుసిఎల్ ఏమో మోర్ కోవలెంట్ అన్నట్టు. అంటే ఏది మనకి అయానిక్ అవుతుంది, మోర్ అయానిక్? NaCl మోర్ అయానిక్ అవుతుంది. అర్థమైందా? సో జనరలీ Na+1 యాక్చువల్లీ అకార్డింగ్ టు ఫాజన్స్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ఫాజన్స్ రూల్స్ 4. సో కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లేకుండా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే దానికి ఆపోజిట్ మనం ఏం చేయొచ్చు, అయానిక్ క్యారెక్టర్ చేయొచ్చు. అంతేనా? సో కోవలెంట్ క్యారెక్టర్కి ఏంటి, ఫస్ట్ రూల్ క్యాటయాన్ చెప్తున్నాం, స్మాల్ సైజ్డ్ క్యాటయాన్. సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్ వాట్, లార్జ్ సైజ్డ్ ఆనియాన్. థర్డ్ వన్ ఈస్ more charge on the either cation or anion. Then fourth one is what here, fourth one is pseudo cation with the pseudo inert gas electronic configuration. నేను లాస్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్కి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను, కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఏంటి దానికి రివర్స్ చెప్పాను. అమాంగ్ ది విచ్ వన్ ఈస్ మోర్ అయానిక్ అన్నాను. అకార్డింగ్ టు ఫాజన్స్ యూ నో దాట్ ద అయాన్ విత్ pseudo inert gas, కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లేకుండా వినండి, ద అయాన్ విత్ pseudo inert gas has more covalent nature. అంటే దానికి ఆపోజిట్ ఏమవుతుంది, అయానిక్ నేచర్ అవుతుంది. అంటే ఏంటి, అకార్డింగ్ టు దట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ హియర్ ఇన్ NaCl actually in the given example both having same anion, isn't it? But cation is different, Na+1 Cu+1. Here Na+1 has inert gas electronic configuration, whereas Cu+1 has pseudo inert gas electronic configuration.